Married at First Sight, Season 14, Episode 8, Alyssa and Chris. And I'm calling this Pathological Liar Lips. Because you know what? Alyssa's always trying to make up that face of hers. But you know what? You can put lipstick on a pig, but it's always going to be a pig. She's always so concerned about her outward appearance, but she needs to start worrying about her insides, because you know Alyssa's lying anytime she's moving her lips. That's how you know she's lying. I don't even know if this girl is capable of telling the truth. She is a pathological liar. You know, this episode was all about Alyssa and Chris telling their friends and family that they're about to get a divorce. And Chris had to tell his mother that he was going to get a divorce. And Chris's mother said something absolutely correct. You know what? If she's all like what you just told me, then you better off without her. She did you a favor. And that mama is absolutely correct. Chris, you dodged a bullet. But Alyssa, when she met with her friends, man, oh man, she just kept the lies coming one after another. One great hit lie after another. But you know what? That friend of Alyssa knows her. And that friend didn't believe that story. And I know that friend has now seen this episode along with us. That friend is definitely looking at Alyssa sideways. So much so that Alyssa talking about she moving out of Boston, go move to Texas. She need to get out of town, because there ain't gonna be nobody in the whole state of Massachusetts that wants to date Alyssa. In fact, you might be hard pressed to find somebody in the whole country of the United States that wants to date Alyssa. Alyssa definitely needs to get out of town, because her dating history in Boston is over. That friend was asking her, did you and Chris get a chance to talk on the honeymoon? And this fool Alyssa started talking about, no, we never did get a chance. You know, everybody knew where I was at all times, but if he wanted to find me and talk to me, he could. Girl, you was dodging this man like a man running from back child support. You was dipping and diving, telling everybody to keep him away from you. And you sitting here in front of your friend and telling your friend that he didn't really want to talk to me, and he knew where I was if he wanted to find me, but he didn't ever come looking for me. Girl, bye. She talking about we never really had no real conversations. So now you're finally admitting that you didn't really have no real conversations with Chris to really find out what you had in common. You completely went off what his friend said, and what we really know, it was all physical, what he looked like. And her friend asked her, are you comfortable with your decision? Oh, it wasn't my decision, it was his decision. It wasn't what I wanted. Unbelievable. I wouldn't even be friends with Alyssa after this. I hope this friend looks at this video and watches this episode and this series and says, you know what, I don't even want to be friends with you no more, because if you would do this to another person, you would do this to me. I'm telling you, nobody should actually be friends with Alyssa at all. She started talking about how she wanted a clean slate and she wanted to move forward, but it was Chris who pulled the plug and didn't want to do it. And it's so interesting, on the after party, Chris talked about it a little bit more, and I'll do another video on that. But he brought up the fact that what Alyssa wanted him to do was go along for the next 8 weeks on this charade. So Alyssa definitely did want to continue the show, because she wanted to get paid. She wanted to be on camera, but it had nothing to do with trying to make the marriage work. It was all about trying to be around friends and trying to collect a check. She out here like an actress, out here acting and performing all for a check. I really wish they'd get her off my screen. I thought last week was going to be the end. She's about as annoying as those damn bed bugs in Mark the Shark's apartment. But this obviously is the last time we have to see them, which I'm happy for. She said she's going to pack her bags and she's going to possibly move to Texas. Somebody in my comments last week said that they thought Ryan from last year would be a good match for Alyssa. And so she talking about going to Texas. Ryan, you better watch out. She coming for you. Bye, y'all.